Hey, it's Rick. It's day 263 without marijuana and day 213 without cigarettes. I'm making this video in another format because um, I don't know. Tried to add my last couple of shorts, and YouTube's not letting me do that. I know I can add these long form videos, so I'm trying it another way. So I don't want to talk too long until I test it to make sure it looks right and sounds right. But I just gotta let you know I'm still making it, still pushing on, still reading the Bible, and praying every day and changing. Life is changing for me. I mean, it's really. I'm starting to gain some real confidence and understanding. I got a long way to go, so that's what these videos are like. Going to be like now, transformation. They started out as a transformation from somebody who was smoking weed, and how the brain changes over time, and hopefully you're going to see how the spirit changes over time too, because I think that's so much more important. I mean, than anything else that in this existence. I mean, I got a little bit more time I can talk now because it's a long form video. So, you know, I've been watching a lot of science shows about the universe and our galaxy and all of that. And, they say that, the Big Bang created everything 13.8 billion years ago. I believe that, it probably did happen that way, but, they forget to mention that God was the one who planned all of that and made it all happen. Um, and they still, it's so funny listening to them talk about dark energy and dark matter because they don't understand that God made all of this and He's the one keeping everything going. It even says that in the Bible. In Him, all things, He created everything, and in Him, He holds everything together by His Spirit, by His Word. And, they don't understand any of that, and they don't know where it came from. They flat out tell you that they do not have a clue where all of this came from. And our minds are not able to conceive that. And just, I often wondered, where did God come from? I can't conceive that either. But just because I can't conceive, I can't figure it out, our little brains can't do it. No, the smartest people on earth can't even tell you how we got here into existence. But here we are. We're on this little blue dot floating through space. And we're circling this little speck of a sun compared to some suns out there are so much huger. They say there's suns big enough that if they were sitting where our sun is, they would extend out past Jupiter. I mean, just think about that, a sun that big or a star that big. It's incredible. And that's just a little speck in our galaxy that holds anywhere from 1 billion to 100 billion to 400 billion stars. I mean, that's their estimate. They can't even narrow it down more than that. So, do they know what's going on? No, they're just a bunch of speculation, is basically what they're doing. And then our little galaxy, our Milky Way, is a little speck in the universe, in the visible universe, only what we can see. They say there's about 2 trillion galaxies in the visible part. And the reason it's the visible part is because, light travels at 186,000 miles per second. And so if you go 13.8 billion years is how long that light has been traveling towards us. But, the galaxy, the whole universe is expanding too. So it's not 13.8 billion years across the galaxy or across the universe. They say it's like 93 billion light years. And that's because, the whole space and everything is expanding. But we can only see in any one direction 43 billion light years in any one direction. And so that leaves about 2 trillion galaxies, they estimate. 2 trillion, that's a number that is just, we could throw it out there, but that is so inconceivable how many. So we're this little bitty speck, and that's only the part we can see. It goes on past that forever, probably. Who knows? But, once we die and we're in the presence of God, he's going to allow us to go visit these various planets and these various galaxies just by the power of thought. You could never get there by traveling as fast as you can possibly travel. Uh, there's no speed. 1,000 times the speed of light would still take you forever to get to most of these places. So, here we are though. We're on this little speck, this little blue planet, floating around this little sun in this little galaxy in this little universe. It's a huge universe, but our little spot in it is like a little dust flake floating around. And we only have, at the most, 100 years on this planet. Then what do we do with it? We spend it smoking weed or smoking crack, smoking meth, drinking every night. And we're doing that because we don't know what else to do. Our minds are just so filled with all the different things on this planet that we're trying to fulfill, trying to have some kind of satisfaction in our hearts. And the only way you're going to find that is through Jesus Christ. That's what we were created for. And until you experience that, you're going to try to fill it with drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Believe me, I did it for 50 years. And all of that stuff can be fun, but it leaves you empty and just a big waste of your time. So, hey, subscribe to my channel, and you're going to start seeing a big change in me, and you're going to start wondering how. I'm going to tell you how. It's through Jesus Christ, and the best prayer you can make if you don't believe is, God, if you're really there, please show me. And God will answer that prayer. Don't come to him and say, I promise I'll do this, I promise I'll do that. God doesn't need you to do anything or give anything. He already has everything. What he wants is you, and the way you come to him is humbly. And he'll answer those prayers. And amen. Keep watching, subscribing, and sharing these videos, because I think it's going to make a big difference in your life.